Hello folks, welcome back. It's like deja vu, isn't it? This is part 2 of my Vive Pro things I love and things I hate about the headset. We're at Southampton enjoying the beautiful photogrammetry here. This is live weather, and as I'm flying around, you know, I've noticed how the weather's starting to clear up. That mist that's been lying on the coast is dissipating in real time. I love this sim so much. We're in the Just Flight Warrior. We're using the mod mic for the microphone of the Vive Pro 2, the studio form balancer and a VR cover, which makes the headset supremely comfortable. In fact, the most comfortable headset I've ever worn. No doubt about it. But anyway, let's get into the top 5 things I hate about the Vive Pro 2. So, number 1. The first thing I hate about this headset is the lens design. In fact, it's the same stacked lens as the Valve Index, I believe, or at least very similar. And what that means is you actually get, I guess, yeah, God rays, but not just that, but sort of a fuzziness to the text. The sweet spot, when you're in it, you only have to go a little bit to left and right, and you actually see the lens kind of making like flary sort of glare. That's even a technical word, but I'm trying to explain it. Like, particularly in the home environment in Steam, if you look at all your apps, if you just look a little bit and just kind of move your head a bit, you'll see like flare and lens distortion, which is just very, very frustrating. Not distortion, guys, I don't mean distortion. The panel itself's gorgeous, but just the sort of lenses themselves, they flare, and you can see the rings when you look left and right. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's a real shame, and unfortunately that makes the sweet spot very, very small as well. So I'm going to tie that in with the number 1 thing I don't like. It's basically the lens, the optics, how they've done them. I just don't like it, and I think that's actually one of the reasons why the sweet spot actually feels smaller. Now that's strange, because I know the sort of stacked lens design is meant to make the sweet spot larger, but I don't know, it just seems to make it smaller, simply because of that lens glare that you get, because I guess it's a byproduct of that design. It's a shame, but unfortunately that is a thing, and it's my number 1 hate of this headset. Number 2 of the things I hate about the Vive Pro 2 actually is part of the field of view design. Now, I absolutely love the horizontal field of view. I think all headsets from now on, there's no excuse, it has to be around 115, 120 degrees field of view. It's so important. Look at these cranes here. I think that's Orbex that's put those in. Very nice. Part of the Orbex Southampton package that we're flying over at the moment. But anyway, sorry, digress there for a moment, because this incredible scenery, look at it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Train down there, it's all photogrammetry. But yeah, number 2 has to be the field of view, the 16:9 ratio. I'm going to put on the screen now what I'm seeing, how I'm feeling when I'm looking here at the view. It's kind of squashed, very much like you're watching a cinematic video, and I don't know what the reasons were to sort of squash that field of view, vertically that is, but it is a shame, and it's quite a shock when you first try the headset. I have to say though, in fairness, the more I'm using it, the more I do get used to it, and it's becoming less and less of an issue. So, what's the third thing I don't like about this headset? It's got to be the microphone, guys. I won't put any more footage in of how bad it is. I think you know by now that it is really atrocious. And on a headset that's about £715 or so on its own, it's well over £1,000 with the base stations and controllers, especially if you get the index controls, which you're going to need if you're a gamer. You know, the microphone, it's just not up to standard. It's really awful. It's why I'm using this mod mic right now, which is an amazing alternative. It's a really great solution if you have a Vive Pro 2 or any other sort of device with a crappy microphone. This wireless solution just basically you know, sticks right onto anything. I've got this on my Quest as well as my headphones, and it, you know, I've got to say, I think it sounds pretty decent. So I'll put a link in the description below of where you can find that. But it is literally, the microphone is a bit rubbish, to be honest. Oh, I love this scenery so much. Oh, I could just eat it. Oh, look at it. the photogrammetry, everything, this plane, incredible. And we're too high. Let's just get down a bit here. So, number 4 on the list of things that I dislike about the Vive Pro 2, and that is, unfortunately, it's the headphones, actually. And now I'm getting a bit picky now. This is stuff I can deal with, you know, it's not terrible. But the headphones, they're really comfortable, actually. They are very comfortable to wear, but they just don't have the bass response. It's quite strange, because I'm sure they could be better, but they feel a bit cheap in terms of the quality. The bass response is just not there. And it's a shame. It really is a shame. Because, like, the KDMAS of the 8KX, and, of course, the G2 and sort of index-inspired audio is really superb. And I remember the CV1. That was a really good setup, and it was similar design to this. But yeah, the audio just does not quite cut it, unfortunately. It's not, you know, you can live with it, of course, and if you've got nothing else to compare it to, you'd be fine with it. But unfortunately, I have got something to compare it to, the G2 and the 8KX audio. And the bass response, it just isn't there. It's a shame. So we're going to land here now, guys. And I'm going to basically reveal my final thing that I don't like about the Vive Pro 2. Here we go. Oh, greaser. I'm happy with that. Do you know, I've just noticed, well, just for like, you've even modelled the mushy brakes on the Warrior, because this thing, the brakes on it are terrible in real life. And you've modelled that as well. So really, I guess the final thing that I don't like about this headset is it gets hot, which is such a shame. I've been flying around now for about 50 minutes doing both of these videos, and it's getting hot on my face. The problem is that this design is still the same as the original Vive and now the Vive Pro 2. So the issue is that the components are different, but the housing is the same, and it's now got a 5K screen, which is gonna get really hot. Where the hell am I going? Let's go for a tour around, actually. So because of that, it needs better cooling. Because it's the same chassis or same design, what you want to call it. Whoa, careful of the rudder there, it's going a bit weird. It does get hot in this headset, and after about an hour, I've had enough, really. And I just need a bit of a breather. It's a shame. So really, that's kind of it, really. That's my top 5 things. There's plenty of things I love about the headset, as I mentioned. Beautiful screen door. Sorry, lack of screen door, not beautiful screen door. There's no screen door, it's completely gone. The colours are the best in the class. The comfort is the most... This is the most comfortable headset I've ever worn in my life, to date. And the field of view is still nice horizontally. And the resolution is still up there. It's the best in the business. So there's still lots of things I do love about this headset as well. But I just wish some of those things that I've mentioned, you know, just wasn't there. But they are, and I've got to be honest with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I'm now going to park up here. Look at this scenery here. This is Albeck, Southampton. We've been in the Just Flight Warrior. And I'll bid you farewell and see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.